What is up, guys? This is Nick, and this is my first video diving more into the financial side of YouTube. This is the first time I'm starting to upload these videos. I'm really interested in finances, Bitcoin, stocks, savings. I was really inspired by videos from Graham Stephan and Bioheza, and a couple of other YouTubers as well. Here we're going to be discussing why I personally think that Bitcoin is going to go up to $100,000 per Bitcoin. And obviously, I'm not a financial expert, so don't take my word for it, but I do have some ideas why I think it could go as high as that, and as well as some cons why maybe it will not go smoothly. No! Just like Graham says,
smashing the like button for the YouTube algorithm.
First, we're gonna go through the pros, and then we're gonna cover some cons. The major pro, in my opinion, is a lot of large financing and investment firms are starting to take Bitcoin seriously. For example, there's a lot of different investment firms that are starting to throw their money into Bitcoin as investment. One of the examples is there's an Australian firm doing this, but there's a lot of other investment firms as well that are kind of getting into the space and starting to take it a little bit more seriously. My second pro is kind of my own idea, but if you've looked in 2017, when the price reached $20,000 per Bitcoin, sometimes even 21,000. There was a lot of news articles, there was a lot of talk, there's just a lot of searches on Google looking into what Bitcoin is. And at the making of this video, it's currently at $17,000. And if you look at Google Trends, it's currently 16 out of 100 compared to the peak in 2017. By using this math that I'm just kind of personally imagining, it's a sixth of what it used to be in 20 for search terms and news. So if you just multiply the price current, which is 17,000 by 6, you're kind of getting close to that $100,000 range. So the third pro is there's a lot of trading platforms like Robinhood, Webull, and even CashApp where you can buy Bitcoin easily, as low as $1 of a Bitcoin, compared to 2017 where there weren't as many options. I know Robinhood was available, so the price was really getting pumped at the time, but Webull didn't introduce it. I'm not sure whether you could do it through CashApp or not, but there just weren't as many options to do it as there are today. And this is where our third pro connects with our fourth one, which is now there's a lot more chances of it getting pumped through social networks like TikTok, where a while back Dogecoin got pumped and it introduced a lot of Gen Z and millennials to cryptocurrency. I'm thinking once the price starts going up way past its previous high, so going over 21,000, I think there's going to be a lot of TikToks that are going to be coming out with people talking about it, trying to raise the price even higher. And with easy access on Robinhood, Webull, and CashApp, people are going to be easily buying Bitcoin, in like seconds. So that could really help the price go up, but we're going to dive into that in the cons list as well. Now the fifth point is fear of missing out. Alright, so which is one of the reasons why in 2017 it was getting pumped, is a lot of people were seeing it's hitting new highs and it just keeps climbing. So a lot of people ended up buying, in like 17,000, 18,000, 19,000, even up to 21,000. I personally know people who bought Bitcoin when it was at 20K, 21K. So a lot of people didn't want to miss out on that rise. So similarly, I think once people are seeing that it's past that previous high, a lot of people are going to start buying Bitcoin. A lot of news articles are going to be writing about it. There's just going to be a lot of press, and which is, kind of correlated with the Google Trends that I was mentioning before. So another pro is the uncertainty of the US dollar. The times right now are really strange. The government could literally just print more money.
Is the Fed just going to print money?
That's literally what Congress has told us to do. There's enough cash in the financial system, and there is an infinite amount of cash at the Federal Reserve, an infinite amount of cash at the Federal Reserve, an infinite amount of cash.
Inflated a lot. I'm not sure how stable the US dollar currently is, but this could have a play in the price of Bitcoin. And the last pro is a lot of people are starting to think of Bitcoin as a digital gold. So it's a digital asset. There's a lot of people interested in it, and which is why the price gets racked up. So this could have a say in it, you know, along with the investment firms and all the other pros that I've listed before. There's a lot of factors that could play into the rise of the Bitcoin price. Now that we've covered all the pros, let's go and think about some cons. So these cons are some that I've came up on my own. I might be missing some, so if you do have any ideas about the cons or pros, I want to hear your comments down below. I'd love to hear your opinion on it. Do you think it's going to crash, or do you think it's going to keep climbing up? So the first con that I'm thinking is, because it's going to be getting pumped even higher than before with the new prices, it could drop really hard as well. So when we saw it going to the previous highs of 21,000, it dropped to like 5 was the lowest that it dropped to. So here we could probably see it climbing up to 100K, but once again, it could drop down to like 15K. We don't know how low it could drop, but if it's gonna go up really high, it could also get dumped pretty quickly. So that's one of the cons that I'm seeing. So anyone who is gonna try to not miss out on it and buy at the peak, they could have some pretty great losses and just have a bad reputation with Bitcoin. They might not like it and not try buying any of it again. Another con that I'm currently thinking about is there could be another short-term drop. So right now it's already getting pretty close to its previous high. I've seen it go up to 19K already. So there could be a lot of people trying to take their profits from when they bought it at 5K, 6K, you know, even up to 10K. They could be starting to sell their positions now and taking in some profits. So we could see a short-term drop before the next rise. And this point kind of correlates with the 2017 rise as well. There was about a 20 to 30% drop before it went all the way up and hit the peak. So maybe something similar could happen. We could see it, you know, drop down to like 12K before it goes up again. So this is my opinion. I really see it as a currency of the future. It's digital, it's safe, there's a limited supply, and there's a lot of people starting to be interested in it. And if you think about it in a broad sense, it is kind of starting to become a household word. You know, Bitcoin, you might hear it in a couple of conversations, whether it's in positive light or negative light, but it is starting to pick up interest. There's not that many people that you probably personally know that have it, so imagine if 10% of the US population has even $1 worth of Bitcoin. That would be driving the price up a lot. These are just some kind of factors to keep in mind. But once again, this is just my opinion. These are my thoughts. So if you have your own opinion, I would love to hear it down in the comments below and kind of hear what you have to say about it. And before we end the video, if you don't have a Webull account, you can actually sign up using my referral code and you'll get 3 free stocks with a value of $8 or more. The link to that is going to be in the description. And another way you can buy Bitcoin as well is CashApp. So I'm going to leave my link in the description. If you sign up with my code, you're going to get $10 free. Those are just my referral links if you want to help me out. But I am going to start to upload more financial videos to this channel. So if you like this video and you thought it was informative or entertaining, be sure to leave the like. Be sure to subscribe, hit that bell icon, and I'll see you in the next video.